Hey guys, how are you? Happy Saturday. What's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? Hey Capricorn lady, let me pin your comment because you are notification gang. Yes. Let me pin that just so everybody knows who got here first in case there's any question. Yes, Capricorn lady got here first, okay? Kay Sharice, what's going on, lady? Miss Lynn, Sammy J, what's going on? Sammy J, thank you. My skin is nice and fabulous because of you. Um, the Erics, D Harold, Dulce Beso, how are you? Sharon Smith, Jessica, what's going on? Destiny 44 and the Erics, hey ladies, what's going on? Delightful Scorpio, how are you? How's it going? Hi, Alley Cats. Did you get all up into your camera yet? I'm still figuring mine out. I am going to live stream with it though. I just didn't want to be in one of those positions where like my hi, I am Lolo. Bonsoir. Comment ça va? Media hobbyist, Lenice. I didn't want my camera overheating. I got the cam link for it to live stream. I don't know if you bought yours to live stream from it, but I got my setup for live streaming. Queen J, how are you? Baby doll, what's going on? Mickey, Love Noel, Miss Trinice, what's going on? Lisa Baker, Once Upon a Mom Life. Not yet, girl. It's been super busy on my end. I would just get super familiar with it, like just regular, and then everything else will come, just like everything else. Hey, Pretty Brown Round, Dovely Creations, Lexi Lex, what's good? Um, did I miss anyone just yet? Guys, I'm not gonna be long because I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I put some baked potatoes in the oven just a little while ago. Um, and we are having steak. I'm not going to be slicing it all up and wasting good meat. Um, we're going to eat it as steak. I did a grocery haul, and you'll see that. The first one I'm going to post though is my Lidl, and then I'm going to post a Food Line. Not that it matters where I went shopping, but you know, I stay in the grocery store because we cook all the time. We never go out to eat. Um, I am Lolo. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Um, I am Lolo. You know, a good Haitian wife always cooks dinner. Make sure la manger est prêt, right? But it's not ready at this moment, but I'm going to be working on it. But we keep busy in the house. So let's see. T Lee, hello. Steph M, what's going on, girl? What's going on, Lady B Ashley, Jay Johnson, Jamie L, Deja, Yvonne Ramirez, what's going on? Xtina, what's going on? V Love, you posted a video. I was like, for someone who says there's some Dr. Phil's and Oprah around here, somebody was sitting around calling themselves Dr. Phil once upon a time. But I will talk about that in a video. You know, Kanisha, what's going on, lady? Positively blessed. Um, everyone in the bushes, welcome. Her stories in between. Yes, thank you for coming in. How are you? Um, okay, so her stories in between, guys. If you're not subscribed, I'm sure you already are, but I would just imagine get your life. Um, subscribe because good information. Um, you posted something. Actually, I was watching it this morning and I was like, you know what? I was watching that, but I didn't see that. And I saw what happened, what you were talking about, the blue hearts, because that's what I want to talk about right now. Because I was still stuck on Philip and Chris had a conversation. Like it was so much. There's about 7 minutes of conversation. Her stories. Am I tripping or in those like the live number one, Jasmine's live with the bonnet. Number one, she needs to listen to Monique's speech on bonnets. Okay. Number two, she seems to think, okay, guys, can we talk about something? Guys, everyone, welcome who's coming in. Everyone coming in. Lady T Hawk, welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyone, this is your first time coming into the chat, welcome. All are welcome. Put your feedback, make yourself at home. Okay? Make friends. Guys, we have a few newcomers, so welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. And thank you for dropping in. One thing that gets me is Jasmine has a very good ability to conflate things. So, case in point, number one, this live was like 3 hours. Okay, it was 2 hours 51 minutes. In the first 30 minutes, there is so much freaking tea dropped. I feel like I could do 10 videos on that video, okay? Her stories happen to catch a moment when Jasmine is talking. Mommy, mommy. It never fails. It never fails. The minute I start talking, Tyler, hello, hello. So there's a moment where Jasmine drops that Chris had a conversation with Philip. Philip calls and he's like, let me speak to Chris. And they have a conversation. I guess they air some things out, whatever. She could have done a whole live on that. My God, like, what? Okay. I don't know if you guys had already known that. Maybe that's old news for some of you guys. I was kind of like, excuse me? Like, are we going to just gloss over that? Like, okay. Philip's calling from prison to speak to your current baby daddy and wants to have a chat with him. Ma'am, can you tell us a little bit more? Okay, so she talks about that. Then she's talking about, that's at the same moment when she's like, whatever Chris does is always so negative. It doesn't matter what he does. But you guys are so negative and he just doesn't want to be part of this. You know what I mean? Like he's just like in the background, right? She's freestyle talking her ass off as usual, running off that at the mouth. And someone, of course, baits her. Meanwhile, there's a lot going on in the chat. Another thing I noticed, there's been some cleanup. Her stories, would you agree? Anyone who is paying attention to these chats, would you agree that there appears to be somewhat of a comment cleanup crew going through those chats? Because Trainwrecks of YouTube, forgive me if I'm getting your whole channel name wrong, but Trainwrecks channel, we know the Trainwrecks channel, right? Was in the chat at the time. I cannot find, like I saw the chat when it was happening. I don't see them anymore. Do you? There were people in there. There was someone who said, Trainwrecks, you're wrong for being in here. You have no place in here. So I scroll back up and I'm like, where's Trainwreck's comments? I remembered seeing Trainwreck's comments in there. But Trainwreck's comments are gone. Okay? Jasmine's running off at the mouth and she's talking and she says, someone asked, these people have been asking some good questions, okay? They say, can we see a shopping video of you and Duflocky? Definitely. She probably had one of her mods take care of it. They are deleting stuff. Not only are they deleting, randomly they will delete comments in the chat that they find whatever. Like, we don't like what you said, get out of here, whatever. But I think there's someone going through and editing, like post her uploading when she's finished. I think someone's going through and deleting stuff, whether it's Jasmine herself, she's a Virgo, she'd probably do that. Hi, Champagne. J-Day. So I definitely think someone is editing that chat afterwards, not just the people that got booted or stuff that was not appropriate in their eyes for the chat at the moment. Someone is going through and deleting what they don't want to see, okay? My opinion, okay? Because I know what I see now, and possibly if I did record it, what is actually there. I do not have time to run a side-by-side, but for any of you channels that like, do that type of research posting and catches all the stuff, that's one for you, because I see that there is some artful editing going on. And if it weren't for people mentioning that certain things were said and referencing certain channels who are missing, I didn't really see Trainwreck saying anything so horrible. There are other people who I saw asking like random oddball questions, but I didn't recall, and maybe I wasn't paying as much attention. But this is my point in mentioning that, is that the subscribers are more guilty. I'm sorry to any of you guys who frequent the chat, because sometimes I know I see some of you guys in there, so don't take this the wrong way. And it's probably not you. Okay? So don't take it to heart. But there are people who love to drag bones over there. And you know what? Jasmine is highly sensitive. I don't even show up in Jasmine's chat. I'm just sitting back watching. Like, that's it. Sometimes recording, but watching, listening. Um, Someone will bring to the forefront always the reactors, or the bullying. It gets conflated. The reaction, the commentary community, and people who are there are people who literally drop down in Jasmine's chat. I don't know who these people are. Maybe somehow they think that these people are reaction channels. They're not, as far as I know. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everybody on the YouTube streets. I certainly don't. And I'm sure people who are on a mission to whatever that they're doing, that's on them. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to say is this: there are people who are dragging bones. There are people who are intentionally trying to set things off, who are not reaction and commentary channels. But as soon as that stuff starts bumping, it's, why don't you tell YouTube about the reactors? That aggravates the fuck out of me, okay? Because I'm sitting, I'm like in my bedroom. I'm uh I'm minding my business. Why are you bringing up commentary channels? And then Jasmine wants to say that, well, I don't really consider them reactors because big reactors who talk about big channels. I'm like, first of all, I guess I need to free myself of being aggravated by her logic, of which she has little to none. Excuse me. As you can see, my braids are gone. My braids are gone. Um, No, you're right. They always trying to start drama. It's her people. It's her audience. Let me tell you, they get it started over there, and Jasmine jumps right in. She falls for it every time. Instead of, like when you guys, God bless you all. I love you all. But if you guys bring up a topic I don't want to talk about, what do I say? Yeah, I'm not talking about that today, or we're not talking about that. Or guys, we don't do that over here. That's called managing your chat. That's called setting the expectation with the community, what the tone is going to be, and what we're going to talk about, what we're not going to talk about. Is that not correct? But it's freaking victim mode all the damn time over there. That's one thing that aggravates me, Jasmine. You're going to have a hard time with your growth, as long as you continue to, number one, let people set you off, and number two, in terms of your channel, not taking control over the dialogue, because you fall for it hook, line, and sinker every single time. Every single time. That's all they want to talk to you about is your troubles, is what other people are doing. And instead of coming to your chat with something to talk about, you come and rely on the audience to do your dirty work, which is to set the tone like a normal person and have a list of things to talk about, right? Rather than sit there and just let people ask you questions. Now, if I sat here and say, hey guys, we're going to do a Q&A, like, okay, guys, ask me questions. Ask me whatever. This could be one of these nights nobody feels like asking me anything. They're going to say, well, you came live. You do the work, right? I didn't put any eyeliner on. You came live, you do the work. Like, you're here, you know, you're running ads. Okay? Like, your entertainment. So that being said, guys, 226. Welcome. Hey, guys, I was reading some numbers and I saw there's a lot of people who come through who are first time here. And I don't know if all of you hit the button or not. I don't know what the rate is, but guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you can't hit the Farah is sending me a request to approve an app. It just never fails all throughout the day. If you don't want to hit the subscribe button yet, that is okay. Go ahead, if you would, hit that like button so we can get it up there. We are at 219 and 88 likes, so that would help a lot. Monica Davis, welcome. She needs to just be quiet. Like, okay, so that irritates me, but in all of that, so someone asked her a very interesting question. They said, can we see, which seemed very innocuous, but they said, can we see a shopping vlog for you and Chris? Hey, Kia, how are you? And she said, sure. She said, I've been shopping for baby clothes and, I did not catch this. And this is where her stories comes in. Yeah, we've been shopping for baby clothes, but me and Chris, because she had just got finished talking about how he wants a crib and she wants a bassinet, right? And then going right back into that. So sounds like they can't come to one accord on anything with the baby. She says, I've been doing this. Like, I've got 4. Well, he's got 3, but we know about that, right? And somebody remind me, I've got some interesting tea someone dropped in my Instagram. Maybe you guys have heard this already. I don't know, but we're gonna gloss over it a little bit, okay? About Chris. But she says, we need one more person to like this live. If you've come in, me and 4, and you didn't like the live yet, just exit, come right back. Exit, come right back. Yes, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So she says that he said, now I want him to wear this and not that. Do I have it? I think That's exactly what she said. And all of a sudden, they're like, Jasmine, wait, Jasmine, you said it. And honestly, she was freestyling so much at that moment. I don't believe she saw it until she saw it was maybe 30 seconds had gone by. Her stories, I don't think she saw right away. Do you? I think it was about 20 to 30 seconds. She was freestyle. She was running that fucking yapper. Okay. And then realized, and she says, we always call the baby him. Why not just say the baby? Why not say the baby? I'm sorry. If it's not a him, I think it's very confusing to call. Look, this is just me. I'm 50. Okay. So guys, you take it how it comes. I would never, if you want to be sexually ambiguous, in terms of what the race is, not race, what the sex is at this moment, I think you've got really little kids in the house. And if you're having a girl, I think it's a mistake. Me personally, don't come to my inbox because the kids are learning. And if you really instill him, that's going to be confusing to the littles that you have. And all your kids are littles, period. No one's even 10 years old. Okay. Don't do that. Just call the baby a baby. When the baby comes, I was shopping for it, the baby. You don't have to put a pronoun. Why would you put a pronoun to it if it's not that pronoun? So girl, stop. You're not that intelligent. I'm just saying, because for someone who can find such creative ways to use be all the time, yeah, I'd be looking at this and we'd be looking at that, and I'm like, my God, could you leave be alone? Period. I'm so tired of your grammar. It's disgusting. No, she didn't notice until she looked up and saw the chat. Exactly. It was very weird. Her stories pointed that out. And if you were not paying attention, or you, like, literally, it was a 7-minute block where she talked her fucking ass off. She said so much. Chris and Philip. That was huge. Like, Chris and Philip had a conversation. What? Like, girl, do tell. She gave us nothing other than they apologized to each other, or they had some kind of like bromance talk or whatever. Jasmine never has anything to talk about. She does go with the flow in her chat. Then she fumbles and falls, cracks. She's such a liar. Jasmine acts like when yeah, girl. Cribs, Cribs, maybe more dollars, but she's going to have a registry. Cribs, maybe more dollars, but, and look, this man, if he wants a crib and he works, pay for the fucking crib, period. You know what I'm saying? If the man says he wants his child in a crib, let the man have a child in the crib. You and those 4 babies you had, you've raised all on your own. You've got a man at the house that wants to help, and he says he wants his son in a crib, which makes sense because he still wants to tap on those cakes at night. And if you have a whole baby in the bed, that kind of ruins the mood. So if you have a mini crib or crib, even a bassinet, maybe he feels like, why should we invest in a bassinet? Because the baby's going to get bigger and they're going to need a crib. But all the free ranging that they do around your house, maybe they don't need a crib. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you've had CPS at your house more times than a little bit. And if you've got a whole man at the house that wants to help you raise these children, why don't you let him get the accommodation for what we now know and think to be potentially his son that he wants? Stop trying to mess things up, considering you have a whole wedding band on the man's ring finger. Why don't you know when to just shut up? I'm sorry, Fantasia has said this, not that Taylor talk is the Bible, but at the end of the day, Fantasia was like, sometimes you just got to know when to shut up. She says it's so sweet. You can't get mad at her, right? Everything is not worth an argument. Okay? It's just not. Sometimes you just got to let your husband have it, just like sometimes your husband's going to let you have it. What difference does it make if your baby is in a crib and you want him to be in a crib? Why do you want co-sleeping when your man wants to clap on those cakes at night, okay? And not have a baby in the bed or have to move the baby when he wants to commence to clapping on those cakes, okay? Hello? So it's sex before the marriage and no sex after, or sex before the relationship to nab him for a baby? Girl, you better see how well that worked out, because he has walked away from 2 other women and 3 other children. You better stop trying to go with what you know and go with what you don't know, which is actually having a man in the house to help you rear those children, okay? Because the last man you had in the house to help you rear children was creating, cohabitating, chilling, and doing everything with other women. Okay, this one we think may just be with you. We're not 100% sure on that, but that's what you're telling us. So I don't have any evidence, and apparently the other evidence that was out there, it was false. So what we know at this moment is that you will communicate on some Instagram and emails and things like that, but we don't know how much of that life you were actually about. But Jasmine, one other thing, Jasmine has been extremely shady, guys. I was going to put this out in the video, but do you guys follow her on Instagram? I mean, on Facebook? Jasmine likes to share stuff on Facebook. There is, and someone already posted it, but someone sent it to me too. Jasmine is out here liking and sharing things on her. Hi, Mari. Hi, Loretta Camp. I don't know if I said hi to you already. Nini Wade, how are you? She reshares things on her Facebook a lot. So she reshared something. Hi, Brittany Casey. Girl, what's up? Thank you for making it official. Guys, welcome Brittany Bougie Gang official. Yes, girl. Thank you. Guys, she shared I feel like some of this light. If I turn off, I have to turn on my overhead light. I'm just going to keep this because, anyway, she liked something and it was kind of like a couple embracing. And then in the shadows was like a really weird looking, like psycho looking woman. And the caption was like us trying to live our lives. And then you see someone like in the background, mommy, go see Farrah, mama, go see daddy, go ahead, mommy, bye-bye, go ahead, go mama. So, hey Brittany, how are you? So, I thought like, wow, that's really weird. Like that you would be sharing that. Like who's in the shadows? Is it everybody else? Is it someone specific? Is it the baby mom? I felt like it was the baby mom or something. Because the caption read something about baby mom. Let me show you that real quick in case you did not see it. If you have seen it already, good. But I know everybody is not subscribed everywhere. But it was interesting because I'm like, Jasmine, you talk about people being messy, but you are messy AF for real. Jasmine DePriest Duke, so you know it's real, right? Us minding our business, his baby mom. Like, okay. So like very shady, but you say you're not shady, but you're being super shady, right? Now, baby mom, you're wondering like, okay, which baby mom is that? Is that Austin? Or I know some people say California, maybe that's Houston. I've gotten more than one message saying that oh, Steffi G is spying, but Steffi G, that's Chrissy's adversary, or that's the new baby mom to DeMarcus. Guys, and you see I've got on a t-shirt. I'll show you my t-shirt in a minute. Or you'll see it. You on my community page is posted. The baby, the baby girl, I think they moved to Houston, but I'm not. Look, I can't verify all of that. I'm sure if Jasmine hears enough people talking about it, she will come up and maybe mention it. But at the end of the day, I don't think, from what I understand, California is no longer California. Houston has a new permanent resident. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The streets are talking, and one of the BMs is in HOU. Okay. And HOU is airport talk. Okay. For Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that at this moment. But back to Jasmine kind of conflating things. I am so sick and tired of her mentioning reactors and trying to quantify what reactors and commentary channels do. I do commentary. I react to certain channels. And at the end of the day, I don't care what you say about what I do, how I do it, or me as a person. At the end of the day, me doing commentary has nothing to do with me, like me. I am discussing stories. I am discussing information that is put out here on channels, and we are talking about it. What is going on in my own personal life has really nothing to do with it, but there's trolls. There's probably some out there in the bushes who like to, discredit, diminish, distract, disrupt, whatever's going on. So they'll come through. Someone came through and said something slick the other day, like, just because you're doing reactions doesn't mean that you're not miserable. And I was just like, as if reactions would make someone elated. Okay. Like just the thought process. It probably was Jasmine, because that was like the most illogical statement I've ever heard. It was just dumb. And, but at the end of the day, commentary is a result, and the reason why there's 302 people here and will be a couple of thousand who will end up watching this is because They do watch your channel, Jasmine, and they do want to discuss the hodgepodge of information that comes out of listening to your channel. And contrary to what you may think or know, everyone doesn't drop down into the chat, nor even if they did, do they even get answers, okay? So they can come here, which is why I've had some of your mods in here, some of your most active folks in the chat come through here. I saw someone saying to Kimietta, Juicy Lips or whatever her name is, like, why are you here? I don't know if Kimietta fell out with everybody. And sorry to run your name, Kimietta, but at the end of the day, I saw someone run your name as if you didn't even belong, and I thought you were a mod over there. It's officially Jaleesa. Hey, how are you? Did I see Dr. Amir up in here? Dr. Amir, if you're listening, hey. Shout out to Walk by Faith, Not by Sight, Gwen, Cheryl, all of the regulars. If you're not here, the Erics, what's going on? Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you did not make it into the chat, no worries. We missed you anyway, and we love you. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And but yeah, we get people who drop in here because they want to talk about it. They want to talk about it, and they mean no ill will. They just want to talk about it. They don't have anyone to discuss this with, because Jasmine, you're not going to have a conversation with them about it. So we talk about it. You conflate being a commentary or reaction channel with people not liking you. No one ever said they didn't like you. Now, you are a little bit of a dingbat. You are silly, but, keep in mind, hun, you're 29 and I'm 50. So I've lived longer than you. And I have a low tolerance for people that don't want to grow, mentally and spiritually, physically, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're good where you're at. And I'm not judging. You stay right there if that's where you want to be. And maybe over time, things will, whatever. But at the end of the day, we have children of a similar age. I've got a rising 5th grader. I think that's somehow I ended up in this sector, because I have a child of the age of a particular age, and so I'm not out here trying to be young, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm not trying to take anyone's man and pretend to be young. I've got my own, and I do my own thing over here. But at the end of the day, I am all too happy to facilitate these conversations that people have questions about. Hello. And there's people out here that are noticing things who want to bubble them up, right? So you have channels like Her Stories. You've got channels like Trainwrecks. You got channels like Witchy Wit. You got all different kinds of channels. The MyJazzyLIfe. Look, people do things in whatever name or reason why they think that they need to. Hey, Red, how are you? And if it's to have conversations, if it's to bubble things up, to bring things to people's attention, because at the end of the day, a 3-hour live, there was a lot of things that were discussed. And like I said, there was that 7-minute block in the first 30 minutes where she talked about a lot of stuff. And I'm not even done. She mentioned she had spoken with her father about everything that's going on. Hey, Walk by Faith, Not by Sight. I just shouted you out. Thank you. Thank you. We hope that you are having a very blessed evening as well. Yes, yes, yes. Moving in silence. What's going on? How are you? Courtney fixing mummy. Ladies, don't forget to hit that like button for me. I so appreciate it. Steph M, I don't know if I said hello or not, but hey, lady, how are you? What's going on? Victoria, hello, hello, hello. Did I say hi earlier? I feel like I'm just now seeing you for the first time. Mastermind T, Allie, what's going on? Everyone who's come in a little bit later, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see all of you guys. We're just getting in the weeds just a little bit and briefly. We're not going to do this for long because there's more fun. There's funner things to do tonight. But what gets on my nerves is that Jasmine, she conflates so much. She puts two things together, makes them one, And somehow it's the reactor community that is always at fault. Hey, Miss Mabes, what's going on, lady? But what I need to know more about, any of you guys who are listening to this, what can you please explain to us this whole Philip Chris thing? Because you're going to have to rewind on that. Also, she said she spoke with Ileana. Is she talking about Ileana, the girl who lied and said she was living in her car? This is who you're taking advice from now? The girl who's like 19 or 20 years old, who was living with her mother, and you are a whole almost 30-year-old woman with damn almost 5 kids? Is that who you were talking about? Maybe I'm wrong. Do you guys, when she referred to Ileana, her and another small YouTuber, she considers herself small. See, Jasmine, that's why you're never going to grow the way you want to, because you don't even have the depth of even manifesting a larger channel, because you keep calling yourself a small channel. If you don't soak in and absorb that the amount of subscribers you have is not small. Yes, there's big channels, there's huge channels, there's a million, but you're not a million, boo-boo. In the grand scheme of things, even though Chrissy has over 100,000, if you looked at a bar graph of what it means to have tens of millions, or be a PewDiePie or something like that, girl, you guys are down, like practically down with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the bar graph of where like 500,000 or maybe 1,000,000, and how many people have 1,000,000 to whatever, like, my God. Hi, Sharia. Hello. Hi, Aisha. Alicia. So Alicia, Aisha, Sharia. You guys sound like I've just put together the next singing group, guys. Okay. Keisha. Okay. Jaleesa. Okay, so it's a 5. It's a 5. And Sharon Knowles. Are you related to the Knowles of Houston? Sharon, are you from Houston? Do you know Beyonce and Solange? Any relation? Pam Wills, I asked her why she changed her mind on getting the twins evaluated. She didn't answer. She told me, no hate, just curious. She still didn't answer me. So apparently there is some sort of speech therapy need. Above and beyond that, I don't know, but she took them somewhere. There's a video that's posted, and they have said that there's some sort of speech therapy needed. Hi, Renee. Latoya, what's going on? She refuses to think big. She doesn't think big. Great way to put it. I don't know that she's afraid. I think she's lazy. Red is saying that she's afraid to put in the actual work. She's figured out a way to do just enough to get a paycheck, I think. And then, you know what? Look, at the end of the day, guys, don't be mad at that, because there's always going to be soldiers. This is what I talk about with my husband all the time. We talk about certain things and we're like, well, why? And I'm like, don't forget, every army needs soldiers. Every army needs a front line. Every army needs soldiers. They need lieutenants. They need captains. They may need a couple of generals. But there's one leader of the armed services, right? That's the president of the United States. And there's only one of those. Brittany Blabber, what's good? You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be top dog, and there's always going to be soldiers and levels of the soldiers, right? So at the end of the day, if that's where she wants to be, is paycheck land, and just enough, the just over broke or just over whatever, JOB, who am I, right? Just like if I think, girl, you could have one of these Hugo Boss $500 shoe type guys, high value. Somebody was telling Jasmine that she needed to call into Kevin Samuels. And you guys are kidding, right? Number one, Jasmine doesn't even know what high value is, okay? High value to her is a guy that goes to job and helps her pay her bills. Helps her, not pays her bills. A guy who wears a wedding band but doesn't necessarily have to wife you up. Acts like a husband but isn't a husband. Jasmine doesn't have a need for Kevin Samuels, because that's a waste of Kevin's time. Jasmine is not on a track that she wants a husband, and she's already got children, and she is not qualified for a high value man, even on the low value scale. Okay. I'm just saying, period. That's on period. Right. No, absolutely not. There's nobody that I personally discuss at this moment in this specific mommy niche. No. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, absolutely not. It's a waste of time. Yeah, Kevin Samuels is a no. Is a no no. She doesn't even need to. She doesn't even fix her hair. Another thing that they are doing recently is Olivia and Jasmine are sharing talking points. Do you notice how they say, "I'm not fancy"? Not me, but them. The reason for them looking like they just rolled out of bed for the entire day and not looking like they brushed their teeth and washed their faces is because they're not fancy. So someone who says that they're not fancy and someone who is been run up and down the YouTube streets by the men in their life says because she's not fancy, um, and Universal Gypsy, let me tell you something. I can feel you on that, but let me tell you something. As someone who doesn't have amazing skin at this, actually I have very good skin, but I've had cystic acne for almost a year now. Like I had it was awful. And with Rona, it was absolutely impossible to get into the dermatologist. I could not get an appointment until September, okay, for them to treat the situation that I had going on. And yeah, because I'm wearing Christian Dior, okay, and I buy good makeup. It's not awful because a lot of it is healed. I take something called spirulactone, and it's twice a day oral. And then I use Tazarac, and I've got a I've got a compounding pharmacy blend of hydroquinone, like 9%. Like I got the good shit, okay? Um, so my skin is really looking good where it's good, but I'm treating the hyperpigmentation. But at the end of the day, this is someone who she just, I don't know why I went off topic. She mentioned that as an esthetician, her skin bothers her. But no, I can, Jasmine is, she's just interesting. She's very interesting person in the sense that she practices avoidance like crazy. But back to my original point of them saying fancy, 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 right? Everything now is the excuse of not giving a fuck is no, I don't bleach my skin at all. No. There's no need to. Oh no, you can leave that question. Mm-mm. Girl, my whole body matches, okay? It's summer. And what I can tell you is this, because I have to use so many dermatologicals on my face right now, I wear a hat outside. If you guys see me outside by the pool, you have a hat on because you cannot treat your face and be out in the sun. You just can't. So I actually ordered two big hats from H&M because, yeah, what I'm using on my face, it would actually burn my face even more because I'm trying to get rid of these dark spots. So anyway, enough about me. But if you hear Olivia and Jasmine talk about being fancy, it really is yeah, Allie, because at the end of the day, hydroquinone will you can only use it for like 2 weeks, go off of it for 2 weeks. So but anyway, yeah, and there are some, it's a very potent, but it works. So but anyway, back to that, it's the talking point of fancy. So guys, just listen out for that. Those two talk a lot, and I don't know if they're just comparing notes, but at the end of the day, it's I think that they are trying to like really push through a certain message. Yeah, I mean, so someone's mentioning that even as us as Black women, we still need to protect our skin. Guys, if you are not using moisturizers, number one, moisturize your skin. Number two, make sure that you're using at minimum a SPF of 30. If you're going to be out in the sun, get that Hydro Boost from Neutrogena. It goes like 50, 70%. Where's this spray? Hold on. I wouldn't recommend this for your face, but it's Neutrogena Ultra Sheer 70%. And this is the face mist 50. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Also, like I'm 50. Okay, forget about bleaching my skin. At the end of the day, I don't have wrinkles. Look at my forehead. Okay, some of you out here, you guys, and I'm not, look, I love you guys, 317 of you, okay? Some of you will have what looks like riptide in your foreheads, okay? And you will have little pockets that look like little pillows underneath your eyes. No lie, okay? Get your sleep, use your moisturizer, and get you some sunscreen, okay? There's nothing wrong with getting a tan, but get it slow and use your sunscreen, because if you don't, you will regret it. You will cook your skin. I don't care what complexion, what's your tone of Black woman you are. At the end of the day, protect your skin, drink your water, get your sleep, stay out of the fuck shit, okay? Because it will make you old, all right? Period. I used to use those, but an article came out that says Neutrogena sunscreens contain high some of the sunblocks, that's just what they contain. Like, if you can find a natural sunblock other than just wearing a hat, Tatiana, let me know. So cool. Is it Koola? Coola, guys. I will look it up and I'll share it. The recommendation on my community board. If you would send me something on IG, if you wouldn't mind, if you have a link, just to make sure I do it. But if that's something you guys are interested in, I will post it, not saying that I have tried it, because maybe I can find it. I don't know if it's available like at CVS or Walgreens. I am a cosmeceuticals junkie. So, but I will check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Tanya, don't do that to your skin. Don't do it. You don't want to look shriveled up out here. Use your moisturizer. There's various sunscreens. Use what works well for you. You have to use sunblock even in your home. Sun comes through the windows. Yes. Naomi Campbell, I posted it a couple of weeks ago. Part of her skin regime is using a zinc. And I have it posted. Did I post the product? It might be in my Amazon store, but after I wash my face, it's just like a water spray and it's zinc. And I spray that on my face. I've started doing that recently. And then I also use my my rose quartz facial smoother. That also helps. There is an Indian woman who talks about facial yoga. We can talk about this another time. Like, we're totally getting off topic, but it's called facial yoga, and doing things like stretching your face and flexing the muscles in your face, and how beautiful this woman looks in almost at 70 years old, who looks like she's like a baddie 40-year-old. Okay. And look up facial yoga. Okay. Smoke break, Beast Boy. I would imagine when I'm talking about facial yoga, that would have been like a male kind of anti-venom or something. Thank you for having the courage to enter the chat at this moment when we are talking about such girly things. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Alexis, how are you? I don't think I saw you. I think that's the one new person that's entered the chat. If I'm missing you, I'm sorry. My bad, sis. But yeah, Jasmine and these talking points with Olivia. So Jasmine and the shady stuff. Chris, father for, yeah. Chris's baby mama, I think, has left California. The bullying and harassment, guys. I'm sorry. Just please note this when you're watching her lives and she starts talking about this stuff. Um, just see what's going on around and know it's never us. I don't want you like some, I've seen some people not in this chat tonight, but I've seen some people not really help when people are talking about reactors and not really kind of like, no, it's actually this person right here who's like just dragged the bone. We were actually talking about baby clothes a second ago, but now we're talking about something awful. So I don't know. People seem to want to change the subject, and I think it's really shitty. And I don't understand why Jasmine doesn't take control of her chat and control her freaking chat. Lanice, how are you? Target sells black girl sunscreen. Is it called black girl sunscreen? Because I've never heard of it. So in quotation marks, I'm assuming that that's what it is. So, and they also sell Urban Skin RX. So I will have to check that out. So that might be something I'm going to look into, guys, and maybe we'll do a little comparison or something. And I can tell you what I like, how it feels. Is it working for me? Kind of thing. Black girl sunscreen. I will look it up, my douchey. Thank you so much for the recommendation. So there's Kaula, and there is also I'm just really concerned. So I'm sorry. It may not have been nice, but I just had to make a summary decision on that. You may have come in peace, but I'm sorry. My spidey sense just told me, zombie boy, that you're welcome to listen. Did that before the girly part. Okay. Lolly, hello. Tam, hello. All I use is black girl sunscreen. Love it. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Thank you for the recommendation, guys. My main point was, though, sunscreen. If you're not using sunscreen, you're not moisturizing, you're not protecting your skin from the sun, you'll regret it. Girl, use some sunscreen. You don't want to end up regretting not using sunscreen. That's all I'm going to say. Let me see. The other thing that struck me this week is how Jasmine really was kind of like really, really, really low energy. And all of a sudden this week, she's really doing these marathon lives. She had the 3-hour one. She did one for an hour. And then she did that 22-minute one. She's back on her live streaming. It's just interesting. And I feel like her energy has come up a little bit. I don't know. It's just, I'm just making note, guys. It was just very strange. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about. Did you guys ever have that friend in high school that whenever they got a boyfriend, they would go ghost? Not to mention, do you guys remember when Olivia and Zolo did the Q&A and they were asking what's his nicknames? And he said his nicknames, obviously, Zolo, and that on the streets they call him Ghost. Do you remember that? So that's all I wanted to say. Olivia is now that friend who's going ghost on us because she's back together with the boyfriend that she ran us in the ground talking about. And because instead of taking the live stream of shame rather than the walk of shame, but the live stream of shame, she has gone ghost on us. So to Jedi mind trick, reassimilate him back in. Do you not see the assimilation process? She has no other videos to post but vlogs of her and him. We don't even know when these vlogs are from, but she's putting out a message. She wants to change the conversation. Mr. Cash App, Mr. Get Monetized has dropped his videos, but he has been conspicuously absent from his communication points because he's probably knee deep in her ass, and that's that. So I know everyone's already talking about it. I was watching Tasha's live, or actually listening. I was shopping through the grocery store when she kicked off the live, and unpacking groceries at the time. And she's with homie. I mean, she's got to be, and it's her birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday coming up. If she's not embarrassed, she should be. But if you are about that life, that Zolo life, or you are about that I do what I want to do life, I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to tell me what to do and not do. No one's going to embarrass me off of something. If you're about that life, you stand up like the bad bitch that you say you are. You know? If it, but maybe they're just enjoying each other's company, I guess. I don't know. But I would imagine that's probably what's going on, because no, I don't. And a skit, I don't think so. I know that there was like the skit last year that kind of made everyone think that everything was a skit. I think that hold on, things when texting starts happening in your life. Oh, she wants us to. Look, this is what I'm going to say. I think I told this to a friend. You guys are my friends. At a certain point, but see, she's still married, but I'm just going to say it like this. At a certain point, you got to make a decision when you're dealing with a guy. Are you going to deal with this guy, or are you going to play games? If every time you guys get mad at each other, you're walking away, he's walking away, then just end it. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys are going to make a commitment, not even make a commitment to have a commitment, but make a commitment to be in this relationship until we are not going to be in this relationship, then you don't do silly, immature things by walking away. If you're going to give the man a key, give the man a key and give the man a key. Okay? Let him be there. If you're going to walk away from the relationship again, understand it's over. You don't have to worry about me calling and checking on you, because I'm not. It's over. And don't you call and check on me. I just know that the universe will take care of you, and I don't have to worry about you because I am not your mother, and things like that, right? That's what I think that they need to make decide. Didn't someone say she was buying tampons when she went to Walgreens the other day? Right. So, yeah, Allie, I agree. You know, I feel like, I don't want to say all of us have been there. Sometimes when you are going through something and you want to talk to your friends over and over about the same thing, at a certain point, I'm the friend that says, "Am I listening, or do you want my advice?" Because if you just want me to listen, I'm just going to listen, and that's it. Because I had a friend do me like that. Like, am I listening, or am I giving advice? So if I'm just listening, I'm just going to listen. If you want my advice, you want to hear, or you want my opinion, I'm going to give you my opinion. Okay. But at the end of the day, if you want to be treated like a trash can, cum dumpster, hotel accommodation, bed warmer, bank, come up, clout, whatever the case might be, and that's what you want, girl, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Olivia, you do what you want to do and what makes you happy. If being all of those things makes you happy, girl, get your happy on. But the type of guy that this man is, he is just as ego driven as Olivia, and he is not happy being treated like a poop butt. He's not. happy being treated like a bum. And if she rather is going to continue to punk him, to try to emasculate him, to, like, Lorenzo, just take a look now. You said she reminded you of your baby mom. That made you really upset. Okay. You see how she's going back and forth with her husband. You see Gerard had a point, right? Again, remember, he didn't say things because he said that they were untrue. He said certain things about Olivia because he was mad. He never said that the things he said were not true. Now, she keeps punking this guy. Eventually, he is going to get up and go. He's going to pick his balls up and go. There's plenty of women on these YouTube streets that have been reaching out to Lorenzo and probably still are. Okay? They're used to getting ghosted. So maybe he's talking to people. Maybe he hadn't even really started talking to anyone yet. He already had said he was going to call some girl. But whoever he's talking to, these women, whether he fell in deep to talking to one or many, if they're getting ghosted today because he's all up in Olivia's face, understand that these women have been ghosted before. That's how they operate. That's what they're used to. And Olivia likes to play a little earn my love game. These two are almost a match made in dysfunctional heaven. That's what they like. So they like it, but they don't like it. And Lorenzo, I think, was struggling with his inner voice that's telling him, man, walk away from this. But, we're going to just see this unfold. Honestly, we're going to see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they come out as a couple again, and let them have it. Guys, let them have it. Don't even worry about it. No, I don't think this is a skit. I think that Ryan is at her aunt and her grandmother. Okay. Ryan is where babies are. Okay. Ryan, I'm sure, is with family. Like, at the end of the day, guys, this is what I'm going to say. Okay. Because when Olivia knows that people want to know something, she's going to say, you'll see when I feel like it. Right. What do you think she did? I mean, Ryan is not locked in the bedroom, okay? Ryan is somewhere. She might be with her aunt. She might be with her grandmother. She might be in the next room. My thing is this. If anybody out here listening to my voice, not you, Roxanne, but thank you for bringing that up, because it's worth talking about, because it's on the YouTube streets. If someone is worried, there are plenty of people who know how to pick up a phone and contact the proper authorities, just like the people who were worried about her safety when she was down and out last week when Zolo told everybody that she had a yeast infection. Okay, so she's fine. You know what I'm saying? She's fine. And Ryan has a whole entire father who is fighting for his custody of the children. I'm not saying 100%. He's fighting for his right to see his children. They're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry. Remember that they have a father, and they have a grandmother in town and an aunt. The kids are like, just believe. And I mean that with all, like, sensibilities as a mother. Don't worry. Just because you haven't seen someone on camera, understand that Olivia likes to play everyone. Okay. She hears that people are curious about the baby, so she's going to hold the baby from us, right? It's part of the play. She's play. I talked about this with a friend the other day. I'm pay, okay? Stop playing, okay? Get on your job, sis. Cut your videos. Get in the kitchen. Make some food. Make a vlog. You can cut Zolo out of it. But because Olivia just wants to go live and not want to really put in the work with editing and things like that, she's limited right now. Plus, she's not a good liar. You have to be super smart to be a good liar. She lies basic, but because what she has going on right now is so complicated, she wants to play the insult game to distract away from her fuck shit and grow by. But yeah, her and Zolo are probably having like some damn crab legs right now at some kind of seaside restaurant or high laid out in the bedroom somewhere. And where the kids are, I don't know. In the house, I'm sure they're fine. They could be with their father, and they could be with their grandmother, and they could be with their auntie, you know? Even sometimes take one, right? Um, aw. I can do that on Francois vlogs. Do you think Zolo is slow? I have to think of how that needs to be structured, but yes, I can definitely do that, Steph. And maybe we can just talk about it like on Monday or something. I can put some, um, or maybe if you could send me a note and tell me like specifically like what you want to know or what your idea is, so I can speak around that or to that. Um, is Zolo slow? I think Zolo probably lacks of the benefit of a great education. I think he's street smart, and he is someone who knows how to ask for what he wants and manipulate. And manipulate, get what he wants. He's charming, right? And I think the women were, we don't know what ended up in his account, right? Roxanne, I almost don't think she cares enough for that. I think she would almost hold them like a carrot in front of, like wave them like dangle. I don't know that she cares that much, but that's a possibility. The vlog she put out today, they were in the back seat, so he would have seen that. Maybe he's slow. I don't know. Sometimes there are learning deficits, and that's why people drop out of school. They get very frustrated with the school process and they leave. So that's definitely a possibility. Um, yes, Teddy, my love, I can agree with some of what you're saying. Look, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and we know that drugs kill brain cells and all of that stuff. Amelia his way back into a different halfway house. He's going to end up burning bridges, and when Olivia really gives him the final boot, he's not going to be able to get in anywhere. I mean, but again, I don't even know how that system works, so I don't even want to know. So let's see. Oops. The picture she just posted looked like she's in. I don't know. I don't see it. Let me see. This is funny. Let me see. I don't see, my goodness. The swipe up new video picture, that is, I don't know if that vlog is old or not. Saturday. I guess if she were filming out the side of the window. Okay. Girl, bye. Okay. Follow her on Instagram, guys. Zolo Education Learning. He might be a dropout. She definitely with Zolo. The video just posted on IG stories is taken from a passenger seat. Yeah, because she would be on that side of the road. We know he always drives when they are. It's in her story. I just saw it. I love how you use the alert. Guys, I need to go and get some steaks popping for my husband. I've had baked potato. I've had potatoes in the oven since we've been talking. So I'm making baked potatoes. We're having steak. So I got to cook. And I just wanted to come for a quick, and now it's an hour and 15 minutes. Zolo's like an education, he learns it's live, and he's going back. Because keep in mind, guys, we've all heard on the streets what happened to Zolo very early in life, right? 17 years old. Do you think that he that stopped his high school graduation? Like, was he even in high? If anything, it could have stopped him from graduating or finishing. Maybe he wasn't even in. So keep in mind, this is a guy who's had a very interesting life and has had a, let's just say, troubled past at best. So who knows what he's probably school of hard knocks kind of guy, right? No license, just freewheeling, of course, because why not? Fly by the seat of your pants productions. I give 2 weeks and they will start all over again. I give it like till Wednesday. Let me take this off real quick, guys. My little over, so you guys can see my cute t-shirt. Just in case, I'm drinking out of my Bougie Gang tumbler, and I'm wearing a cute green t-shirt. I'm gonna post. I posted a picture on my community. The vantage point of this camera is not optimal, so that doesn't look cute, but it's cute. Trust me. And get your bougie merch on. So yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming through. We'll talk. I still have some other videos I got to get done, but I just thought, let's get together real quick. We're having like a low key evening over here, but Bougie 20, it's still active, guys. Go get your business. Bougie, BOUGIE 20 for 20% off. And that's that. It is a perk of being a member, but it's just a perk of being like, just being here for me to tell you that. So get your Bougie 20. If you want to hit the Bougie company store and get cute. I should show you the fanny pack. I've got the fanny pack. I'm going to order another one. On the black, I think it's really cute. I've got like a hashtag on there. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. So if you haven't ordered a fanny pack yet, I'm going to do an update to it tomorrow. So if you want it as it is, I would get it tonight. If you want to wait till I update the design a little bit, I'm going to have one that just says Bougie Gang on it. But I just think a lot of it's so cute. I really didn't expect to kind of really be able to incorporate some of this stuff as much as I have into like my wardrobe, but it's so freaking cute. So when I get some more stuff in, I will let you know. But everything in the shop is active. I know someone's been asking me specifically about the tote bags, and that's Teespring, but I did send them a note. I'm waiting to hear back when they're going to restock on the tote bags, because tote bags are like sold out. So let's see. He has nowhere to go, no aunties, no uncles. So yeah, he's look. he's one of these like project type dudes, okay? And I mean project as in, let me work on him. I can fix him. He's got so much potential. I'm going to make him into whatever, right? Girl, bye. You can't bank on a maybe. And then when maybe, you know how many women have, look, ask Kevin Hart's first wife. Even ask Kevin Hart's second wife, okay? Will Kevin Hart have a third wife? Maybe. Before it's all said and done, it wouldn't surprise me. He's already been busted for cheating while the woman was pregnant, when Yoki, whatever her name is, whatever. Will he have a third one? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. And you know why? He's rich. He's a high value man. Just because he's high value doesn't mean that his values and his morals are up there. High value is talking about money and pocketbook, okay? Rich men sometimes feel like they can do, or men who can do what they want, they just do what they want, right? And that's rich or poor. And if Zolo is the do what I want type guy, and you think you're going to fix him, girl, you better think again. You'll do better going to get your GED, work on yourself, and make him want you rather than you wanting him so bad and you accepting him back so quickly after he has basically took 2 massive shits on top of you. Okay? That's disgusting. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. You guys are awesome. We're just going to sit by and wait for this stuff to unfold. I feel like just stay posted online tonight. Something's going to happen. She's so into going live. Something is going to pop off. Okay. She can't hold it. She can't hold water. So, I know she's particularly annoyed by my outro. So that's what we're going to go out on. Let's see if that, that we can beat her out the bushes. Okay. Olivia, go ahead and get out these bushes. Olivia, you know, you want to be live so bad. You know you want to let us know what's going on. You think everybody cares. We just want some entertainment and we want to eat popcorn and watch the soap opera, okay? We want to see you explain your way out of this sack of shit that you put yourself in. Girl, come on, let's go. Let us know what's going on. We want to update on the shit show that is your life, okay? That's what we care about, okay? That's it. As far as anything else, yeah, nobody's obsessed. Nobody really cares. And the ones that do care, yeah, they were trying to hit homie up and trying to provide him lodging and bed warming and sympathy. They were probably talking shit about you. There's someone in Tampa right now who is just waiting for you two to fall out one more time, and they're going to go scoop him up at the bus stop, okay? Somebody on Loyalty Gang. All right? So show them what you're made of. Don't hide. Girl, be proud of your man. We know you love him. Go ahead and rep for your set, okay? Go ahead and rep for your guy. Don't be ashamed, all right? Olivia, we'll be waiting. Girl, go ahead and come on out. Come out wherever you are. Hey, Miss Chin. All right, guys. I will see you later. Take care.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his
I still think this is Zolo.
I'm that bitch.
I think this was a night that she was going to visit Zolo.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.